Okay,
All right,
so we're starting at about a minute 30, so we'll go until 11:30 minutes, not 11:30 at night. All right, welcome everybody. We're going to talk about The Mandalorian Episode 2. All right, guys, what do you think?
All right, but how adorable is that little baby?
Dude, Baby Yoda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We say Baby Yoda because we have no idea what species it is. And apparently no one else in the entire Star Wars universe has a clue.
Wikipedia does not know, therefore it is unknown.
Therefore nobody knows.
It is unknown, yes.
That's like the records in Episode 2. Master Obi-Wan, if you can't find it, then it's your fucking fault.
It feels a little bit like an RPG where you just complete one task and then there's 2 more tasks for you to do.
There's a billion... Exactly. Yeah, I was saying it feels like doing side quests. The first episode feels like a third-person shooter. This episode feels like an RPG a little bit. You get a side quest. Yeah. And you have a companion.
Yeah.
I think the CGI, for the most part, continues to be fantastic. There's that one shot that I talked about.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't even a bad shot, because it was the shot of the remote on the floor.
Yeah, it's not like it means something. It's not like there was a PS2 level character standing next to real-life Mandalorian. That would be really... Actually, I want that now. That sounds so funny.
It has like 10 times less polygons.
But that's called the prequels. That's the prequels, so...
Well, yeah. Let's not talk about them.
So the creature is obviously Force-sensitive. Pretty sure it's not Yoda, because Yoda's dead.
No, it's Yoda. No, confirmed.
You
heard it here first.
Reincarnated.
No one's ever really gone.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we need structure. Should we take our turns?
Oh, no structure.
All right, fuck it. No structure. Structure sucks.
Just like J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it like Disney handled Star Wars.
Yeah.
So everybody talk at once. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Well, I really like how
I don't know why
J.J.
direction wasn't the
But
direction.
outside of that
direction,
like I don't know about the artwork.
All right, so that's the podcast, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
But actually, I like it so far. It's very descriptive, I know, but that's where I'm coming from. I like it. I think it's for a lot of the same reasons as previously mentioned. Different kind of context, different look at some characters that you think you know, but obviously there's more details to always be filled in.
All right, where do you think the series is going? Like, what's your prediction for the next?
Straight down the tubes.
Yes.
Yeah, if you give like a little blurb on what do you think the trajectory is for the story?
See, you're adding structure. I don't like this. I think.
But you can subvert my expectations and not follow that structure.
I do. I want to say. I have to say that Tom mentioned when we were watching it that he's getting separate orders. There's orders to kill the baby and there's orders not to kill the baby. Mm-hmm. So I think there's definitely going to be a point of tension in the next episode when he returns with the bounty alive and not dead, where I think he's going to have, if I'm not mistaken, was it the Empire wanted him dead?
The Empire said alive.
Yeah.
But he would still get a fee back if he killed it, but it would be way less. It would probably be half.
Okay, so I think.
But the
is
robot...
Is this podcast so boring, Dan?
No, excuse me. I was up late. I was up late and I slept on the floor. Okay.
Yeah, right. Anyway, sorry.
I do think that's going to be a plot point later. I don't know how much later. It could be next episode or the episode after that. But obviously there's going to be tension when some people want the bounty dead and others don't. I am really curious to see what they do with the remnants of the Empire in this situation. If it has any... Is it all bark and no bite? Is it some bite and no, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Which I think that I'm interested to see where they take that. But I do think that's going to be a main plot point of at least the next episode or two.
Okay.
Depending on when they address that. Yeah. That's what I think.
What about you, Tom?
I think the direction that it's heading is at some point we're gonna see the Mandalorian, because so far we've seen he has like even though he's like this cold, hard killer who doesn't really speak much, he's been very vulnerable. He's almost died in both episodes.
That's actually true, yeah.
Which I like. Mm-hmm. The main hero should not be, untouchable. Luke got his arm cut off in Return of the Jedi.
He did?
I'm sorry, in episode...
I was actually just being
in episode
sarcastic.
5. In episode 5.
No, yeah, you're right. I was just kidding.
We were on completely separate pages.
Yeah.
But we were in the same chapter.
Yeah.
Anakin got all sorts of fucked up throughout the prequel series.
Yeah.
You need some battle damage to your hero to show that there's some sort of danger.
Yeah, it makes stakes, right? Like
and the Mandalorian was like, when he, in this episode, spoiler alert, is fighting that horned creature. He, at the end...
Space Rhino.
I mean, did you guys notice?
Hyper Rhino.
He just holds the sword out and looks down. Like, he just...
Yeah, he was like...
Knife. He's like, alright, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die, like, Mandalorian way, die like a... die like a warrior. But I think we're gonna see... He's got a heart of gold. We've kind of already seen that because he's got a soft spot for the baby, and he killed a rival bounty hunter to keep the baby alive.
Maybe it was a droid, but
still,
yeah.
And yes, we were saying he has trust issues with droids in the first place, but I think he is going to at some point get into an altercation with the Empire. I think we're gonna definitely see him disobeying the order of the Empire, and he'll get ambushed, and he'll fight them off, and he'll become even more of an outlaw.
Yeah.
Because as we've talked about before, the Republic has no control of this fucking universe.
Yep.
So he'll that's the kind of the way. I don't know if that's the end of the season. What's the word for it?
Climax.
Yeah, I was gonna say
plot.
Stinger.
Yeah.
The thing that gets you invested for the next season. The thing The Last Jedi didn't have, which is what we talked about in the first episode.
Yeah.
You kind of need a stinger to keep it going throughout the series. That's why the end of each episode has a thing where it's
it leaves you interested in what's happening.
Yes, like in the end of the first episode of The Mandalorian when he has the E.T. moment with with Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
But I like the vulnerability of the character. You could tell that he is not invincible in this universe. He is not extremely rich. He has to take half payment for the bounties in the first episode.
And it's definitely a departure from some of the more traditional Star Wars where you have, Jedi that never seem to get hit with anything other than another saber blade or whatever. Even when main characters are supposedly vulnerable, they're actually not vulnerable to most things. And, I think it's just good to see a certain level of believability and credibility to that it's lending itself,
I agree.
Yeah,
that's what I working off of what kind of what Tom, what both you said, I guess, is I think the entire point of this episode, though, which is what I said earlier, is to just build some type of emotional connection between the Mandalorian character and Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Because it's like I respect that they're doing that. I just felt like it was super obvious. Who knows what?
Is it picking up the sound that way?
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
I wasn't sure because the waves weren't that high.
Little peek behind the curtain, we can see our audio waveform as we're recording. Anyway,
congratulations.
Good, that showed up on it.
Yeah. So anyway, they're obviously trying to build that connection, and so I think exactly what's going to happen is basically what you guys said. He's not going to be willing to give away the baby, and he's going to get into a fight about it, or he's going to give away the baby, and then get the money, but then steal the baby back, or something like that.
And also,
or you're going to see maybe they're going to really make him turn super heel, and just make him give away the baby and not give a shit, and he's super stone cold.
I would actually respect that a lot.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
but I don't. So this is where the problem nowadays. Here comes my okay boomer rant. Or my okay millennial, or my okay,
okay.
I don't like the fact, and this isn't the series' fault. This isn't Filoni or.
You got 1 minute
fault.
left.
Okay. I've seen all the trailers for this, and the trailers show him killing stormtroopers. So we know at some point he's going to come to that point. And this is a little side rant about me not liking showing that much from trailers. Me thinking in the trailers you should literally show only stuff from the first episode.
Yeah.
If you can. But because it gives away. I think sometimes these companies don't take into account how intelligent viewers can be, because when you see a trailer, you have that those moments stuck in your head, and now if you're an audience member like me that thinks throughout the movie, Like I the first time through when I see a Star Wars movie, I will just be in little kid mode. But second time through, I guess more so the first time nowadays. But traditionally, the second time through, I'll start to like pay attention to like, oh, this leads to this in the trailer. I've seen this shot in the trailer, so I know this is
really interesting because I never thought of it. Like I've said, I've literally just recently.
I'm sorry, I've ruined it for you.
No, I've watched Solo recently and like I really enjoyed it. But I bet you if I watched it again, I'd be like, I don't know so much. But I was in little kid mode. I think that's actually like a really good way of putting
little
it.
kid mode.
Yeah, little kid.
And there's
little baby
nothing wrong
mode,
with it. I was in little kid mode when Episode 7 happened. Because
same.
I mean, we all were very young when the prequels came out, so I can't fully remember, other than like Episode 3 being in the theater and having the title crawl go through.
Yeah, that's actually interesting.
So I remember little kid mode is not a terrible thing the first time you go through it.
I remember not being able to read the title crawl fast enough when I was watching like Episode 2 or something like that.
So you're all right. You were young.
I was like,
I couldn't read through Episode 8's title crawl. And
this was like last week, but okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about?
No.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Let's get some shinies.
If you guys want, subscribe to our Patreon. We only have one tier. It's $50 a month. But that really helps us out.
It goes towards us getting massages.
Yeah. We actually found that our content's better if we get massages right before the. Actually, as we're getting massages right now.
Yep.
As we do this.
Yeah. And if you donate $1,000 through our Patreon, I'll do 5 push-ups
on camera. Well, no, actually, it would just be the audio of you doing 5 push-ups.
Yeah. 255.
And he adds no push-ups for every additional $1,000.
Yeah.
So.
Well, half.
Half a push-up.
Yeah, I'll go like halfway down.
Okay.
You go down, not back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, he likes going down. About halfway.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, that's a good place to end it.